Hello and welcome to James Hennon on YouTube. Today we're now making a video for the final card within the sword suit. So today we're looking at the King of Swords. So what do swords mean, first of all? Well, swords stand for authority, they stand for knowledge, they stand for maturity, and they stand for confidence, normally outwardly confident, especially within the suit that we're talking about. And what does sword stand for? As we know, swords stand for communication, thoughts, truth, justice, and mental activity in general, how we process things mentally. So looking at the symbolism for the King of Swords, what we've got here, obviously we have a king sat upon a throne looking very forward towards us with a sword sort of leaning outwards a little bit. Which is of course his right hand, his hand upon his lap there. And we've got the throne in which he's sat on about, has got butterflies and so on. It's a stone, looks like a very stone, drab looking sort of throne. He's sat upon what looks like a small mound or hill. Again, you've got the clouds, a bit of sun and a few trees, not quite blowing as much as they were in the Knight or the Queen, but look a bit more settled. So what does the King of Swords mean if you were to get that in a reading for yourself or for a client or a friend? Well, the King of Swords suggests that it's about knowledge, most importantly, having the knowledge. So depending on whereabouts it comes in a reading, it's talking about whether you either have the knowledge or you're seeking the knowledge. In some cases, you may have to seek a bit more knowledge within a situation to be able to make an informed decision. Or it may mean that you've got the actual knowledge and you're able to make that decision, because the King of Swords is ruled by Libra. So he's all about making good decisions, clear decisions, and bringing a sense of truth and justice into the decisions he makes. This king is likely to be very analytical, very logical, very left-brained, and very straightforward. Is likely to be a good communicator and is likely to get straight to the point. You would have to be quite careful how you approach this king if you try to threaten him, because his logic is very good and he could be quite cutting with how he sort of responds to you, especially if you try to be aggressive. He's likely to be very skilled in the way of communication and be able to use his words well and give good instruction. So that's obviously some of the meanings, but the other meaning, obviously, I think, is authority. It could mean that either you or the person you're talking about could be in a position of authority within the situation, hold all the keys, be well placed to do whatever it is they need to do. But it's talking about how you communicate, of course, as we know, and how you think. So your thinking, of course, another meaning is going to be about the maturity side of things, because the King of Swords is the final card in the sword suit. So he's reached that level of maturity. So he knows how to think to the best of his abilities. He's been through an awful lot. He's met all his challenges head on. So he's got an excellent understanding and a good knowledge of the situation. As I said, unless there's something that he's not knowledgeable about that he may have to get more knowledge on. But as I said, that again depends on what sort of spread you use and whereabouts it would come in the spread. And I'm just trying to think if there's anything else. Yeah, and also finally, he would be outwardly confident with any decisions he makes. So the Queens are more internalized, are more about being receptive and patient and showing understanding. But this king puts his knowledge into action. So you'd be able to put your knowledge into action and be quite confident with the decisions that you make. It also can mean, if it comes up in a reading, that a decision may well go in your favour. A bit similar to the Justice card, but more of a minor equivalent. So that's the King of Swords. I hope you find that helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe to James Hennon on YouTube, and to check James Hennon Tarot out on Facebook and Instagram. Thank you very much for watching. Until the next time, bye-bye.